Hey everyone and welcome. I'm here at Ollie's because they just restocked the entire store with thousands of new name brand products for a huge bargain price. So buckle in because for the next 38 minutes, you are going to be blown away on what I'm about to show you. All right, so here we go. We have the men's leather wallet in a reusable tin by Cat. Retail for $12.99 and they are selling it for $7. Here's a 24-ounce 100% natural soy wax blend hand-poured candle by Sheer Aroma. Has a crackling wood wick in the mahogany teak wood. They also have it in the warm of cinnamon. Retailed for $19.99 and they have them for $9.99. Along with this 12-ounce peppermint frost, retailed for $9.99, and they have it for only $5.99. How about this Yankee candle? It is the Candy Cane Forest, retailed for $13, but at Ollie's it's only $2.99. They also have this 12-ounce Yankee candle in the Glistening Christmas, retailed for $23.99, and they have it for $5.99. Here's a 4-pack of large vials by We Are Memory Keepers for only $1. A 15 by 20 child apron has a front pocket and ties around the waist. It's only $4.99. They also have the adult one to match for the same price. Here's a pack of 8 5x7 cards and envelopes by American Crafts for only $1. A pack of 12 black plastic words by Heidi Swap for only $1. Here's a box of 150 sticky thumb dots 0.5 inch by American Crafts for only $1. Also, this pack of 4 jumbo chalk by Eek Tools is only $1. How about a box of 12 pigment pens by We Are Memory Keepers? Create beautiful art with layerable and highly pigmented paint pens. It said they were $75.99, but of course we know that is not true. It must have been a mistake. I did look it up and the cheapest price was $13.20 and they have it for $4.99. There's also this 11-piece kit of 1.1 ounce tubes of stitch paint by Tulip. Create cross-stitch inspired designs with paint for only $2.99. Here's a 46-inch by 1 yard green pine burlap for only $1.99, and it retailed for $6.97. How about a 3-pack of the Betsy Johnson reading glasses? A couple of different styles retail for $12.99, but at Ollie's they're only $4.99. For $1.99, you can pick up this pink and white Enjoy Every Moment coffee mug. Here's another item by the Heidi Swap. Marquee light up letters for only $1. Here's a heavy duty crop A dial by We Are Memory Keepers. Has 5 different shapes, punches through paper, fabric, chipboard, felt, tin, leather, plastic, and foam. Retail for $75.99 as they say on the sticker, but of course I looked it up on Amazon. It's $35.94, but at Ollie's you can get it for only $4.99. That is crazy. How about this paper wreath kit, 16 by 16 by Draper James, retail for $9.99. They have it for only $1.99. Comes with a lot of different pieces. Also a pack of 3 different decorative scissors by Eek Tools for only $2.99. And a pack of 10 natural wood variety pack by Color Pour Resin. I only counted 5. I must be missing something, but they have them for $1.99. Here's a box of 40 cards and envelopes, 10 different designs for only $1.99, and they retailed for $9, so that's a great deal. Here's a 5.5 by 4.5 by a half floral stamp by American Crafts. It was $9.99, but at Ollie's it's only $1. Here's a great item for the Games of Thrones fans. This is a ruled journal with pocket, 192 pages, retailed for $18.95, but at Ollie's it's only $2.99. For $1, you can get the original Make It and Bake It Bear for ages 8 and up, retail for $2.99, but at Ollie's, of course, it's only $1, so that's getting 3 for the price of 1. Here is a large 2026 calendar with the large print for easy reading, cheaper than Dollar Tree for only $2.29. And here's a pack of stickers, and they had a huge box of them, and these are only $1, and they retailed for $3.99. Here's some rolls of gift wrap from Dollar Tree. Now, you know, at Dollar Tree, they're $1.50, I do believe, but here at Ollie's, they're only 99 cents. How about this 18 by 24 decorative self-healing mat by Cricut? I'll show you later on how much and a closer look at those because it is crazy. Ollie's received a huge shipment of large boxes of multiple brands of the coffee K-Cups. This is what I drink, the Green Mountain Breakfast Blend. You get 60 K-Cups for only $24.99. That is $10 cheaper than any other store. Crazy. Here is a hot cold therapy eye mask weighted microbeads with the lavender scent for only $5. So here's the Cricut mats. They had 2 different styles and 2 different prices. So this one retailed for $37.99 and Ollie's had it for $7.99. And they also had this style, but to me it looked exactly the same but a different picture, but it was $9.99. So not quite sure about the difference there. Maybe I'm missing something. Meet Dottie the Fine Motor Cow, 3 Ways to Learn, retail for $24.99. Ollie's has it for $7.99. And a 17-piece premium artist set for only $5.99. Perfect kit for the artist in the family. In need for some gift wrap, well, Ollie's has 15 square feet rolls made in the USA, retailed for $4, and they have it for $1.99. This is perfect timing for a 6-pack of the crystal clear tape with a glossy finish, total 1,800 inches length, retail for $5.99. They have it for $2.99. It was way up there on the tippity toppy, but thankfully I had my hubby with me that could reach it. Here's a 36 by 27 litter mat for the outside of the litter box, captures and controls stray litter, retail for $24.99, and they have it for $14.99, and this thing is heavy duty, amazing quality. This is another phenomenal find. This is the Sherpa Original Deluxe Travel Bag Pet Carrier in the color black, retail for $69.99, and they have it for $12.99. Here's a 32-ounce bottle of the Hoover Luxury Vinyl Floor Cleaner for only $4.99. Next, we have a 62 count of the Cascade Platinum Pods in the lemon scent for $15.99. 160 count 5-in-1 bounce fabric sheet outdoor fresh scent for $10.99. Here's a 1-gallon Mean Green Industrial Concentrated Cleaner Degreaser for oil, grease, grime, tar, and more for only $4.99, retail for $9.49. Also, 1 gallon of the Mean Green General Purpose Cleaner for only $4.99. And a 300 count Ziploc sandwich bag for $7.99. Here's a 10-piece serving tray and utensil set for only $9.99, and it retailed for $14.99. How about a 12 by 24 heating pad for heat settings, 2-hour auto shutoff for only $17.99, perfect for after shopping all day. Here we have a home spa book and kit. Pause and read lower left on what you get for only $15, retailed for $29.99. That is crazy. Here's another amazing find. This is an electric steakhouse grill, easy to use, digital controls, removable parts, and stainless steel interior for easy cleaning. Retail for $249.99, but at Ollie's it's only $49.99. Here's a 9.5 quart digital dual basket air fryer, easy touch control and digital display. Retail for $99.99, but at Ollie's it's only $49.99. Here's a 2.5 quart 12-inch electric skillet, adjustable tempered glass with a steam vent for only $19.99. Here's a 6-tier food dehydrator, has a custom time and temp settings, auto circulating fan for even drying for $79.99. How about a 3.5 quart casserole slow cooker, 3 heat settings, lockable lid, stoneware insert for $29.99. How about the Phantom Chef Kitchen Shears with bottle opener for $2.99. Here's a ice cream scoop with soft grip along with easy release textured scoop for only $1.99. Here on the back wall, they have a great variety of table covers. They have it for the rectangle and round, different colors, shapes, and designs, and a lot of them are only 99 cents. Here's a high-tech 2-in-1 magnetic fast charger for Apple Watches for only $5.99. Here's a 2-in-1 facial cleansing brush by Prescott and Taylor. It cleanses oil, dirt, and makeup, deepen pores for only $3.99. Here's a men's Eddie Bauer sleepwear separates, long sleeve top with plaid deer, retail for $9.99. They have it for only $5. And if you want to get the matching bottoms, well, they have those as well for only $5. So you can get the whole set for only $10. And they had a lot of different sizes. They also have this Berkshire robe, incredibly soft, retailed for $50. They have it for only $14.99. And they had a few different styles and other brands as well. So I did notice some comments asking if Ollie's carries any plus sizes. So the answer is yes. They have extra small all the way up to 6XL. So yes, they have a huge variety. Here we have some long sleeve mossy oak shirts for $7.99. They also have these Jessica Simpson belts for only $2.99, retailed for $7.99. They also have the Smith's brown belt for only $7.99, retail for $12.99. Here's a Dop kit by Realtree for $10. Here's 10 pairs of Keds white flat knit quarter socks for sizes 6 to 10 for $4.99. And 6 pairs of men's Dr. Scholl's diabetic socks in the color white and black. And they retail for $12.99. They have them for $7.99 for sizes 13 to 15. Here we have a 14 by 12 storage basket. They had it in blue, green, gray, and white, and they're only $2.99. There's also these brown storage baskets. They had a couple of different sizes. The large one was $4.99, which is this one right here. And then the next size down was $3.99. They also have luggage. And for $2.99, you can get this multi-purpose storage bin with the locking lid. I have a couple of these. These are the 7.9 gallon underbed storage container with wheels for only $9.99. Here's an electric fabric shaver fuzz remover for $6.99. There's also multiple sizes, shapes, and colors in their laundry baskets. I have a few of those as well that I bought throughout the years. Here's a John Deere green hoodie sweatshirt retailed for $44, but at Ollie's it's $19.99. They do have a variety of different t-shirts, and a lot of these kind of shirts are only $1.99, so that's a great deal. There's a lot of different vacuums, wet vacs, and shampooers, but I'm just going to show you a couple up close so you have a better idea on the prices. So starting with this Shark Cordless Pro Stick Vacuum, up to 40 minutes runtime, retail for $299.99, and at Ollie's it's $119.99. There's also this Hoover Streamline Corded Hard Floor Cleaner Wash and Vacuum in one step, retail for $239.99, but at Ollie's it's $129.99. There's a 4-piece bath set in the color white, retail for $19.99, and at Ollie's is $7.99. How about this LED indoor grow light? 4 adjustable light heads, blue and red lights for $24.99. Here's the Armor Shield Simple Stick Gutter Protection by Spectro Pro Select. Only 3 easy steps to install, so it will prevent clogs and avoid waterfalls coming off your roof. Retail for $44.99, but Ollie's has it for $19.99. Here's 2 feet linkable shop lights with motion sensor, can link up to 4 lights for $24.99. Here we have the Pro Heavy Duty Lever Grease Gun. Has 7,000 PSI for only $7.99, retail for $19.99. Here's a surge protector by Titan, 4 feet braided cord, 6 plugs, retail for $39.99, but at Ollie's it's only $19.99. They do have a great selection on extension cords for indoor and outdoor uses. So that one is the 20 feet. How about a 2-pack of the microfiber ultra clean towels for the car and home for only $1.99. Auto cup holder storage organizer, multifunctional space saver for $5.99. Can always use that in our cars. By Simons, here's another cup holder with a tray, 8.5 inch for $6.99. Here's a 2-pack of the Pennzoil seat covers, vegan leather, protection from everyday wear and tear, like kids, for $19.99. A roll of 25 12x12 tearaway microfiber towels by Simons, lint-free, streak-free, washable, and reusable for only $6.99, retail for $12.99. If you are in need for a steering wheel cover, well, Ollie's has you covered, that's for sure. And most of them are only $6.99. And like I said, they have a huge variety. And here's a close-up to give you a better idea on the prices. Also, a great selection on wiper blades. So the Michelin retail for $12.99. They have them for $5.99. The Trico was $19.99. Ollie's has it for $7.99. There's also the Rain-X, which is great. These are $19.99 retail, but at Ollie's they're $9.99. Another set of the Michelin ones, the real fancy schnancy ones, retail for $21.99, and Ollie's has them for $9.99. And the last one is the Simonize, retail for $7.99, and they have them for only $3.49. And they do have a book that'll help you pick the correct size for your car. And the rug section is looking nice and organized today. Here's a Total Vision Quick Clean Power Scrubber set with 3 speeds for $19.99, retail for $29.99. A Hoover cordless hand vacuum with high performance digital motor for $49.99, retail for $89.99. Whew. Here's a Polaroid universal protective case for an 8-inch tablet. Has 3 adjustable viewing angles for only $4.99, retail for $9.99. Here's a Bluetooth active noise canceling wireless headphones, retail for $29.99. Ollie's has it for $14.99. Here's a phone holder and strap by Heyday for only $5, retail for $9.99. Here's the Aqua Pro 20-liter backpack dry bag. Has adjustable padded shoulder straps for $24.99, retail for $50.99. And this was heavy duty and a good size. Moving along, we have the DeWalt 16-inch Flex Volt chainsaw with brushless motor, up to 2 times faster, retail for $269, and they have it for $199.99. Here's the Super Mario Brother Monopoly. They also have it in Animal Crossing, retail for $21.99, and they have it for $9.99. The Pro End Zone football training set. You get the football goal, 3 training dummies, and 3 disc cones for $16.99, retailed for $24.99. Know anyone that plays pickleball or even yourself? Here's a 3-pack of the orange, green, or blue balls for, that's nice, $3.99. How about a 64-ounce Hydro Flow Crusader triple wall vacuum insulated with copper lining for $16.99. Also, this 34-ounce Bubba Growler, 80 hours cold, 26 hours hot, BPA free, for only $9.99, retail for $36.99. And here's the Orca. I love this brand. It is a 66-ounce one. For only $14.99, you guys, retailed for $48. That is an incredible, incredible discount. Unbelievable. Here is a Franklin soccer ball for ages 3 to 8 for $9.99. They also have the Franklin football junior size for $7.99. It was available in multiple colors. Here is a 2-pack of the reusable tumblers 19-ounce French Bull brand for $3.99. I found this brown box with no brand, no nothing, except this price tag that said $49.99, and they're selling it for $9.97. So this is what was in it. So it's a matching set, so I'm assuming it's for wine. Still, great deal. Here's another Orca 22-ounce chaser in this beautiful color. Retail for $30. They had it for $4.99. What? Here's a couple of different blind bags of Series 22 Playmobil. These are only $2.99. That is a fantastic deal for that brand. Great stocking stuffers. How about a box of 30 Nerf rival balls? Retail for $9.99, and they have them for only $3.99. Here's a 14-piece wooden Blues Clues Time for Glasses playset by Melissa and Doug. Retail for $42.99, but at Ollie's, it's only $9.99. And they have a huge selection of toys right now for the holidays. Here's a pack of 40 Mega Blocks by Fisher-Price for ages 1 and up for $9.99. 500-piece jigsaw puzzle of the Flintstones, and they have the Jetsons, retail for $14.99, and they have them for $4.99. How about the U.S. Weekly The Game for ages 14 and up, 4+ players for only $5.99. That actually looks kind of fun to play. If you know an LOL fan, then you might want to pick up 1 or 2 of these LOL Surprise Mini Sweets, retail for $9.99, and they have them for only $5.99. Here's an 8-pack of Black Bells by Place in Time, retail for $9.99, and they have them for $2.49. These are 29 by 64 Elegant Home Windows Light Filtering 1-inch vinyl mini blinds for only $6.99. And there's a variety of colors, styles, and sizes. There's also this super heavy-duty double traverse rod, 120 by 228, retail for $32.98, but they have them for $9.99. They also had an 84 by 156 for $9.99. Here is a 20 by 52 spring tension rod in the color bronze for only $3.99, retail for $19.99. Wow. How about this silver toilet paper holder for $9.99, retail for $16.99, and a 12-pack of the oval roller rings stainless steel for $1.99, retail for $7.99, and they had it in quite a few different colors: bronze, gold, and silver. These are the Better Homes and Gardens 12 count for $1.99 as well. Here's a Cozy Plush Ultra Comfy Twin Size Blanket, retail for $30. They have it for $7.99, and they did have a couple of different colors to choose from. So that is a great deal for the name brand item. Here we have a 1.3-ounce bottle of the Moxie Glitter. They have 4 different colors in 2 different styles for only $1 each. That's really nice glitter too. And they had a box full of them. Over here, there's a 4-pack of these clear storage containers by the same brand of the other ones I showed you earlier for only $1. 132 count thick letters and number stickers for only $1. So that's a good deal. Great for scrapbooking and doing posters. Over here, there's a 0.12 ounce bottle of thermal powder by Color Pour Resin for only $1, and they had it in this purple, and they had a bunch of it. Here we have the Build and Play Santa's Workshop, 36 models and a playmat, retail for $16.99, and Ollie's has it for only $2.99, so that is a phenomenal deal. Here we have the Lego Advent Calendar for $7.99, retail for $24.99. Here's a variety of the Disney Where's Mickey, the Look and Find book. They also have it in Minnie Mouse, Frozen, and Toy Story, and these are only $4.99. I'll go ahead and open this one so you have a better idea on what it looks like. So those are always fun to do with your little ones. Another Disney one. Next up, we have a few different nursery rhyme books with sounds and music. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Also, Old MacDonald and the Itsy Bitsy Spider, and these are only $4.99. So look how cute those are. This is a Disney baby storybook, includes 10 figurines and a playmat, retail for $14.99, and they have it for $5.99. Couple of different ones to choose from. For $15, you can get this Hershey gift set. Comes with 2 mugs, chocolate bars, graham crackers, and marshmallows. $10 for the movie night popcorn and seasoning package. There's also a couple of different styles of these 4 plastic beer cups for $3.99, retailed for $9.99. And this one here is for the stout, which of course is the thicker, heavier beer. This is an XXL pet exercise pen with 8 hinged panels, 24 by 48, retail for $107.99, but at Ollie's has it for $59.99. Here we have the Phantom Chef double layer 40 count egg holder container, retail for $14.99, and they have it for $7.99. Also, there's the 6 compartments pantry dispenser. They have it in the color pink and blue, retail for $29.99, and they have it for $14.99. Next up, we have this shaver and ear nose trimmer by Vivitar, rechargeable along with a soft touch grip, retail for $19.90. They have it for $12.99. Here we have the cordless foot file by Vivitar, has a replacement head for only $7.99. A 16-ounce bottle of double action eye and face makeup remover for only $1.99, and it retailed for $3.99. Dollar Tree has this. This is a 15-ounce bottle of the body wash and personal care for $1.25, but at Ollie's they have it for $1.19. Here we have a box of a 116 size 3 Pampers Swaddlers overnight diapers, retail for $44.99, and they have it for $36.99. And this is the Insta-Hang rotating shelf, 360 degree, holds 10 pounds, used in the kitchen, refrigerator, shower, craft room, vanity, bedside table. No tools needed, has a drainage slot for only $7.99. Here's a 16.9 ounce bottle of the Advanced Clean Body and Face Cleanser for dry sensitive skin for $5.99. Way up on top, I spotted this Sharper Image Spa Haven Sauna Foot Massager with heat and steam, has 3 heat levels, retail for $179.99, and they have it for $59.99. That is $120 savings. For that diamond art lover, this is a great deal. This is a palm tree and beach theme. You get 19 gem colors, fabric, wax, stylus, grip, and the tray, all for $4.99. There's also this cross stitch kit. Comes with everything you need for only $1.99, retailed for $8.99. So this home decor aisle just got stocked with hundreds of new wall decor, including canvas art, framed art, picture frames, posters, and so much more. So I'll do a couple of close-up on some of the items so you have a better idea on how much things are. So this is a 16 by 24 wood medallion, retail for $14.99. They had it for $5.99. There's also this flower-shaped shelf from Five Below. It's 10 by 10 by 4, holds 3.5 pounds, hanging hardware included for only $1.99. Here's another great piece of decor. It has some good weight to it as well. Retailed for $25, but Ollie's has it for $4.99. These metal round signs are cool, perfect for the man cave, garage, bar, etc. Laid out a few different ones so you can see on what they have. If I had to guess, they're probably about 12 inches and they're only $7.99, retailed for $14.99. Here's a 9x6, 160 pages of the mixed media heavyweight acid-free wet or dry media for only $3.49, and a larger size, but this one is a sketchbook for pens and pencils, 160 pages for $3.99. And our Family Memories record book, a beautiful way to keep track of your family for generations to come. And this is only $4.99 and it retailed for $19.99. This would be a phenomenal gift to anyone, even to yourself. Here's a plain journal with the band for only $2.99, retailed for $9.99. This is by Office Mate. This is a 5-piece desk organizer set in black. Includes a letter tray, memo holder, pencil cup, tape dispenser, clips, and business card holder, all for $5.99, retailed for $19.99. Next up, we have some 11x17 framed art. I'll show you a few different ones that they do have. They retailed for $19.99, but at Ollie's, they have them for only $9.99. So there's Bob Marley. I think that's Ocean 11. I'm not quite sure. Marilyn Monroe. There's also a couple of sports ones, but a tad bit bigger in size. They retail for $14.99 and they have them for $7.99. So they had a couple of basketball ones and hockey. I thought this was pretty cool. It's a set of 5 connected candle holders that you can move around in different shapes. They have it in the brass, also in silver, for $9.99, retailed for $39.99. And yes, these are heavy duty. Here's a refill of the Yankee Candle Oil, lasts up to 30 days, retailed for $14.99. They have it for $4.99. Here's some wrapped in fur wax melts for $1.49. Scanning over some of their wax warmers and some more candles. Oh, and here's the other color of those candle holders in the silver. And that is my husband right there, scoping out some bargains for some Christmas gifts. Here we have the Yankee Candle Scent Plug-in Refill in the Sweet Vanilla for $1.99, retail for $7.50. That is crazy. And next up, we have a large Yankee candle in the scent Slopeside Spritz, retailed for $31, but at Ollie's, they have them for $9.99. And this one is a 19-ounce American Home by Yankee Candle. It's Spring Meadow, retail for $17.99. They have it for $8.99. And right over here, they have a couple of other holiday candles, 14-ounce. Retailed for $7.99. They have them for $3.99. They also had it in the warm cinnamon. So yeah, Ollie's has a lot of candles. I love this antique looking mirror shelf combo. It was only $9.99. Retailed for $24.99. Next is this black art shelf with 3 silver metal hooks, retail for $17.99, and they have it for $9.99. And the last one, this is one of my favorite ones. It's a large white mirror shelf with 3 bronze hooks, retail for $59.99, and they had it for $34.99, and it was heavy duty, but I have no room for it, so I did not purchase it. They also had a section of some heavy duty flower pots. This large black one was $4.99. They also have this white one here for only $2.99. Kind of gives you the boho vibe. There's also this yellow and white striped one, which I thought was pretty cool, for only $4.99. And here is a smaller version of the black vase that I showed you first for only $2.99. And right down here, they have a 24.5 by 12.5 metal tray table by Bella Villa Living. for only $12.99. They had 3 different sets of 3 decorative mirrors. These retailed for $19.99, and they had them for only $9.99. And you can always spray paint those if you didn't like the colors. Here we have a neon XOXO LED sign that can hang or be placed on a table for only $4.99. They also had Get Ready With Me. Here's a multicolor mushroom light. Tap to control. Changes to 16 different colors, and you can use a remote for it for only $7.99. And they have this Let's Party LED neon sign, USB powered, for only $5.99. And a set of 4 bed risers adds 5.25 inch of height for extra underbed storage, made in the USA for $4.99. Here's a cute journal kit. Includes 1 padded journal and 2 48-page inserts, all for only $2.99. Here's a 5-pack of metallic markers by American Crafts for only $1, retailed for $5. Here's an 11-piece set of stamps and ink pads, all for only $1. These are some other metallic markers for you, and each one was $5. A few different colors. This is a 9.4 ounce bottle of the Sal Magic by Color Pour for only $4.99, retail for $39.99. And a pack of 20 different icons for your light up board by Heidi Swap for only $1. Found another bold and easy coloring book called Cute Vibes, retail for $16.99, and they had it for $3.99. Alrighty, everyone, that is the end of our Ollie's trip. I know it was long and I showed you a lot of items, so hopefully out of all that, you were able to jot down some stuff that you can go out and find for yourself or for your loved ones. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead, click on that subscribe button so you never miss any updates that I share with you on what I find at Dollar Tree and at Ollie's and occasionally some other stores as well. And I do hauls on items that I do purchase. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful, safe evening, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Keep smiling.